very warm welcome. In today's video, we're talking Kingsling Wax model, George Russell. What a start to the season. Brilliant start to the season. All the talk in the off-season. Rookie teammate, 18 years old, from Italy with a broccoli head. He's dispatched him. Lewis Hamilton, he's leaving Mercedes and going to Ferrari. This guy put him in partial retirement. Beat him 2 seasons out of 3. No matter what you want to say, the stats do not lie. Dismantled the all-time pole holder, pull him into partial retirement at Ferrari. George Russell, what a start to the season. 2 podiums out of 2. Best of the rest behind the too far away McLaren. It's a sensational start by the woody-looking wax figure. Great abdominals, George Russell. Brilliant. Toto Wolff, big, bold statements. 10 out of 10 performance at China. And he said Russell is currently top 3 on today's grid. Massive statements. He's hated for what he did at Qatar, where he fucked over Max. But, like I say, I will support the guy through thick and thin. But yeah, it's a brilliant start by George Russell. Brilliant start. 3rd in the drivers. Just couldn't have really asked for better. I was not expecting this from Mercedes. Of course, it's early days. We can't get carried away. But we're going to praise these drivers when they deserve praise. Like we have Alex Albon. We've dismantled Carlos Sainz. We praise these drivers when they do good. We call them out when they do shit. That's how we roll. 35 points on the board for George Russell is sensational. 3rd and 3rd in the races. Consistent, no mistakes. He's gone quietly about his business. And right now, he's up there, like, fighting. He's just being consistent. And like I say, all the talk about his teammate, as well as Antonelli's done, he's been nowhere to George Russell, as you would expect. But yeah, Toto coming out and saying 10 out of 10 performance in China. It was a quiet race again for George. But he was not that far off the lead. Just trying to get his sprint race result up. Here we go. George Russell, sprint race. Where did he get? I actually can't remember. 4th. He's consistent. Very consistent. Like I say, you can make as many excuses as you want. Oh, the car wasn't suited to Lewis. Oh, he was leaving, so they didn't favour him. Yeah. If my auntie had uncle... If my auntie had an uncle, if my auntie had balls, she would be my uncle. If, buts, maybes. I'm not interested in if, buts, maybes. I'm interested in facts and stats. And this is what we've got. George Russell, whether you love him, hate him, he talks a good game and he's not really delivered yet. Like titles and race wins consistently. But he's joined Mercedes at the worst possible time when the dominance was over. Here we go. We're going to jump into it. I think he's had a great start and I'm going to praise him. Toto Wolff hails Russell as one of the absolute top 3 drivers in F1 after a 10 out of 10 performance in China. Wolff believes that Russell is one of the absolute top 3 and he deemed his performance in China a 10 out of 10. After claiming the final spot on the podium at the season opener in Australia, Russell followed that up with another P3 at China. He was less than 2 seconds behind P2, Lando Norris. Given the noise surrounding Lewis Hamilton's departure and Kimi Antonelli, it's a fantastic response by George. So we got Toto's words. Yeah, so I never give 10 out of 10 because there is always better. There is never the perfect race. But considering the circumstances that George had today, it's a 10 out of 10 because he extracted the maximum out of his car. Tyres, strategy, it was a brilliant drive. Yeah, and there's all that rumours, it won't go away. Max linked with Mercedes. Max is he's unsettled, he's unrested at Red Bull. Aston Martin and Mercedes begging for his signature. Russell, they've just signed Antonelli. They're not going to get rid of Antonelli, you would think, given he's so young. Max, Antonelli, Russell out on his ear. But Russell, to start the season, he stood up. He's like, no, I'm still in the conversation here. I'm Mr. Consistent. Little was said about George. I've always said that is not right, as he's one of our top drivers out there. If you want me to name 3 at the absolute top, he is one of those top 3. If not top 2. And maybe on his way to top 1. These are big statements by Toto. Max is number 1 currently. If we're going on form right now, Max is number 1 easily. Not even close. Given the level of Russell's recent performances, Wolff was quizzed on whether he had concerns, possibly another team trying to sign him. George is a Mercedes driver, so we love having him in the team. He is a junior driver from Mercedes. How you say? Yes. So, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. It's a fantastic start by George Russell. Like I say, you can say what you want, but at the end of the day, he's dismantled all-time pole holder, dismantled. 7-time champion, dismantled. He's now got a rookie teammate that everyone's like, oh, Antonelli this, Antonelli that, Super Mario, Antonelli. Dispatched. You know, you can only beat who's in front of you. George Russell has done that consistently. Yes, I know he's divides opinion now, because he fucked Max over, and he did fuck him over at Qatar. There's no getting away from that. As a fan, I will openly say, he fucked Max over. Like I say, George Russell's not immune from criticism. I'll call him out. He was a dickhead at Qatar, and he was a bottle job at Singapore, and Australia, actually, the season before. But yeah, like I say, if you start the season well, Albon started the season well, we praise him. He could go to shit in a couple of rounds. Russell, 2 races, 2 superb races, he could go to shit in the next couple, and we will call him out. Like I always say on the channel, it doesn't matter whether you're 3 foot or 7 foot tall. If you perform well, I'll applaud you. Applaud you. If you don't, you're getting called out on this channel. That's the way I am. I don't have people telling me what to say. No one turns a key in my back and, oh, say this. Okay, just leave me. I really like Lando Norris. He is a very good driver. Yes, I believe he can be world champion because he's British. I don't like Max because he's Dutch and outspoken. Get out my back. Adios. Comment down below your thoughts. Maybe I need to go get some help. I don't know what's wrong with me.